It's kind of like a Google Translate for your animal. Like put it up, they do a little bark bark meow.
Bark bark meow.
Then you know what they're saying.
Girl, can we chat quick?
One, two, three, four.
Girl, can we chat quick? A Z129 podcast with Destiny and Taylor.
Robots aren't taking over quite yet, but we definitely have the future. It is here officially, Taylor.
Okay.
This is insane. There's a new car that has just been made, and you can control it with your mind. So what you do is you wear like that, kind of like those video games. I forget what they're called, but you
like
wear
a VR set?
Yes. So you wear that while you're driving, and you use your mind to control things. First off, like driving, you use your mind to do that.
Hold on. You wear a VR headset while you're driving.
Yeah.
That feels like a safety hazard.
So with this on your head, you can, one, maneuver the car. You can drive, whatever. You can change the radio station with your mind. You can turn on the air conditioning. Imagine you're driving, right, on 380, and then, you've noticed the cars are slowing down. So in your head, you have to think, slow down. Or, does it do it for you? Like, that freaks me out.
Because,
with your gas pedal and your brake pedal, you can control it with your feet. But this is all in your mind.
Do you ever have the thing where you're, listening to a song and you get kind of, amped up? And
yes.
then you're like, oh, man, I'm going a little bit fast. Is that going to happen? Like, you're listening to a song and you're, really hyped up, and then all of a sudden you're going, 90 or something?
Well, if I'm listening to Panic at the Disco or Fall Out Boy, I'm probably going to be going pretty fast.
How does it work?
I don't know. So now it's got me thinking, now that we've got this is so advanced for us. What is, technology that you wish we had that has not yet been invented?
Okay. I'm trying to think very specifically. So if I was going to put a pizza in the oven before I go to work, I want an app on my phone or something that would allow me to turn the oven on so that by the time I get home, it's done. And I don't have to wait for the preheat. I don't have to wait for the pizza to cook. It's just ready for me to eat when I get home.
I love that, but I kind of want to go a little bit more with that. What if we had an app for our curling iron so that when you leave, you don't panic thinking, oh my God, is the curling iron still on? You just get on your app and you're like, nope, I turned that off. I need that for candles. Do you know how many times I've walked out and I've left a candle lit? I need that for the candles.
It's it would be a good safety feature to have, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another oddly specific idea.
Okay.
Somebody should meet with me because I have a lot of very specific ideas.
The smart people, meet with her, please.
Yeah, because I have the ideas, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, and I don't got the money either.
I love the game Sims.
Yeah.
I like on The Sims that you can see their needs, like if they're hungry, if they need to go to the bathroom. I want those needs to project above people's heads. So
Yes.
it's oh, you said you're fine, but according to your little bar above your head, you're in a bad mood, so I'm going to avoid you. Or you're actually just being cranky because you're hungry. Can you imagine for babies?
Oh, yeah, that would solve all of the babies crying in the world if we just knew what they needed. But I agree with that. That would be nice because sometimes, you have the interaction with a friend or even, a coworker, and you're like, God, why were they so mean? And now you're thinking into it. But if I had a little bar that said, I'm hungry, I haven't had time to eat yet, feed me.
Exactly. But I wouldn't take it as far as mind reading because I almost feel like I wouldn't want to know what people are exactly thinking. Of course you do. But that at least would give you a general idea of okay, bad mood, needs some food, needs a shower. You know what I mean? Then you would have at least a gauge of I'm not even try with you today, or
I think
I'll
I need
offer
that
food.
at the grocery store. So I know who to avoid.
Exactly.
Maybe this one's weird. Technology, like a little remote, right? That I could put up to my dogs and I can hear what they're actually thinking. Or just any pet, right? Because sometimes I want to know what's going on in there.
I would love to have a conversation with my dog.
Yes, I would too. And I think that was in Phil of the Future or something.
Yeah.
You remember that show? I think they had a remote and they could put it up to an animal and they could communicate. And I would love that because I want to know, am I giving my dogs a good life?
It's kind of like a Google Translate for your
Yes.
for your animal. Put it up, they do a little bark bark meow.
Bark, bark,
you know
meow.
you know what they're saying.
Yes, it would be so nice because then I would know why they do certain things. Like, why do you always look out the window strange, or why do you do this? And I just want to know, like, first off, personally, I want to know, do I snuggle them too much? Because I'm a snuggler, so I feel like I might suffocate them a little bit with too much love. So I want to know if I'm like crazy.
Or if they're barking, because I'm always freaked out if a dog is barking and nothing's there. I'm like, who's in here that I can't see?
Yes, in the middle of the night, I'd like to have a little remote where they're barking, and I could be like, "What's going on?
Tell me what's going on. Why are you upset?
Was there somebody outside the window? Like, should I know these things?"
I think that's a great idea.
I want that. I would go over that than that car that you can control with your mind. I would rather know what my dogs and cats
I
are
agree.
saying.
The car thing weirds me out, and my thoughts while I'm driving are probably way too chaotic.
Yeah.
So do you want to tell them?
Oh, the exciting news.
Do you think? I don't know. Do you think we should?
Should we make them wait even longer? Like, we've been working on this for a while.
I mean, do you notice anything? Whoops. Anything different?
Right there. Right. That's why you're confused. That way. Yep.
Anything different?
Anything? Notice anything? We're changing up the name. It is Girl, Can We Chat Quick now. But why are we changing up the name, Taylor?
You're also going to get a podcast out of us. So we'll still have our videos once a week on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that. But we're also going to come out with a podcast.
Every week we'll have a new episode, and I'm excited because we've got some crazy ideas in line. We're going to talk to people in the community, awesome women who are maybe CEOs, or they're just working every day and they're just kicking butt. We're going to talk to them. So I'm excited to do this podcast, and
Lots of craziness to come. So make sure that you've got the Z1 2.9 app downloaded. You'll be able to listen to it there next week.
yes,
In 1 week.
Girl, Can We Chat Quick? A podcast. Do you think they got it?
I think that's great.
Did you tell them where to listen to the podcast?
Oh, where
You forgot to tell them where to
I
listen
said
to.
I said the Z1 2.9 app.
KZIA.com,
I did say that.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.
Wherever
We'll
you
be
choose.
there.
Bye.
Girl, can we chat quick?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Girl, Can We Chat Quick? A Z102.9 podcast with Destiny and Taylor.